Abash, embarrassed or ashamed of something. She was abashed by the laughter of her classmates. Abate, to become less strong or widespread. The government has taken steps to abate pollution in the city. Abdicate, to give up a position or fail to fulfill a duty. She was forced to abdicate the throne of her kingdom. Aberrant, not usual or socially acceptable. His aberrant behavior was criticized by everyone. Abet, to encourage or help someone to do something wrong. He was not guilty of the crime but was guilty of aiding and abetting others. Abhorrent, disgusting or hateful. Racism of any kind is abhorrent to a civilized society. Abject, terrible and without hope. Many famous people lived in abject poverty in their childhood. Abjure, swear to give up a belief. She abjured her outdated beliefs. Ablaze, burning quickly and strongly or fiercely. Cars and buses were set ablaze by the angry mob during the riots. Ably, skillfully or competently. He controlled the meeting very ably. Abolish, put an end to a system, law or custom. Many democracies in the world have already abolished capital punishment. Abominable, extremely unpleasant and causing disgust. The judge described the attack as an abominable crime. Abort, to end something before it has been completed. Some welfare schemes were aborted due to lack of funds. Abreast, next to somebody or something. The police car drew abreast of us and signaled us to stop. Abridge, shorten, a piece of writing, without losing the sense. My mentor asked me to abridge my report. Abrogate, cancel or end a law or agreement. The Indian government has abrogated Article 370 in J&K. Abrupt, sudden and unexpected. The sad accident brought his career to an abrupt end. Absolve, declare someone to be free from guilt, blame, or sin. The court absolved him of all responsibility for the accident. Abstain, stop yourself from doing something enjoyable. To remain fit and healthy, one should abstain from eating junk food. Abstruse, difficult to understand. Some of the classic novels are too abstruse for readers to understand. Absurd, completely illogical or ridiculous. Your argument in this case looks absurd. Abusive, rude and offensive. Using abusive language is not a sign of a cultured personality. Abysmal, extremely bad or of a shallow standard. Her performance in the competition was abysmal. Abyss, a very deep hole without any end or bottom. She found herself on the edge of an abyss. Accede, agree to a demand or request. The officer, at last, acceded to my request. Accentuate, to make it more noticeable. Never accentuate your achievements in front of anybody. Accession, the gaining of an important position. The accession of the new president was a big event. Acclaim, to praise somebody, or something publicly. The writer has received international acclaim for his excellent work. Acclimatize, adapt to a new climate or new conditions. The plants also need to acclimatize to the new soil conditions. Accolade, something given as a special reward for excellence. She received a Grammy Award, the highest accolade in the music business. Accord, a formal agreement between two organizations. India and China signed a peace accord last year. Accost, to go up to someone and speak rudely and threateningly. She was accosted by a stranger in the street. Accredit, give someone credit for something. The world accredited the invention of the telephone to Graham Bell. Accrue, of money, be received in increasing amounts. Money began to accrue from our investment. Accusation, the fact of accusing somebody. His accusations against his rival were proved false in court. Acerbic, of comments, sharp and direct. The acerbic comments of the boss disheartened the workers. Achingly, of feelings that affect someone very deeply. The songs in the movie were achingly sad. Acid test, a way of deciding whether something is true or right. The final match will be the acid test for the entire team. Acme, pinnacle or the highest stage of development. He reached the acme of his career at a very young age. Acquaint, make someone aware or familiar with. Please acquaint me with the facts of this case. Acquiesce, accept something but reluctantly. He gradually acquiesced to the demands of the opposition. Acquisition, the act of acquiring possession, skill, or knowledge. The acquisition of data helped the scientists in the research. Acquittal, the decision of the court that a person is not guilty of a crime. His acquittal in this case was almost certain. Acrid, having a strong or bitter smell or taste. The acrid smell from the factory is disturbing the entire neighborhood. Acrimony, a feeling of bitterness or anger. The dispute between two neighbors was settled without acrimony. Action-packed, full of exciting events and activities. The movie was an action-packed thriller. Acumen, the ability to understand and decide quickly. Even though Harry is very intelligent, he lacks business acumen. Acute, very serious or severe. There is an acute shortage of drinking water in the city. Adage, a well-known phrase expressing a truth about the world. According to an old adage, it is better late than never. Adamant, determined not to change your mind about something. Our new boss is so adamant that no one can change his mind. Adaptable, able to change to deal successfully with new situations. Successful businesses are highly adaptable to economic change. Addle, to confuse somebody. His brain has been addled by many proposals. Adept, skilled at doing something. He is very adept at imitation. Adhere, stick firmly to. The public should adhere to the traffic rules strictly. Adjure, to order somebody to do something. The judge adjured him to answer truthfully. Administer, organize or put into effect. The ministry has the right to administer its internal affairs. Admonish, reprimand firmly. The boss admonished him for being late. Adolescence, a time period in which a person grows from child to adult. During adolescence, children crave for freedom to make their own choices. Adorable, very lovable or charming. The newly married couple was very adorable. Adorn, make more attractive or beautiful. Women like to adorn themselves with jewelry. Adrift, move without any direction or aim. He was adrift in an open boat in the sea for 3 days. Adroit, skillful and clever in dealing with people. She is a remarkably adroit and determined politician. Advent, the arrival of an important person or thing. The advent of internet technology has revolutionized the whole world. Aesthete, a person who is appreciative of art and beauty. Nobody will deny that Oscar Wilde was an outstanding aesthete. Aesthetic, concerned with beauty or appearance. The family pictures give great aesthetic pleasure. Affable, pleasant, friendly, and easy to talk to. He has an affable personality. Affinity, a strong feeling or liking about something. I have a great affinity with astronomy. Afflict, to affect in an unpleasant or harmful way. The government has sent aid to the afflicted areas. Affluent, having plenty of money or wealth. We live in an affluent neighborhood. Afforestation, a process of planting trees to form forest cover. The government is pushing urban afforestation to decrease pollution in the cities. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and share.